Forget tanks. Forget fighter jets. Turkey is building a new kind of war machine. Swarms of AI-powered suicide drones designed to hunt, overwhelm, and strike in waves. As tensions rise with Israel and lessons are drawn from Iran's battlefield tactics, Ankara may be preparing for the future of war before anyone else. Turkey is quietly preparing for the next generation of warfare. And this time, the battlefield may be dominated not by fighter jets or tanks, but by swarms of autonomous suicide drones. Over the past year, and through 2 United States-Israeli conflicts with Iran, Ankara has closely studied how so-called kamikaze drones have reshaped combat. Iranian Shahed drones have been used extensively by Russia in Ukraine, while Iran's attacks on the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Qatar, and Israel during the latest war demonstrated their reach against distant targets. Turkish officials have reportedly been taking notes as tensions rise between Turkey and Israel, with both countries emerging since 2024 as regional rivals competing for influence. Now, Turkish defense giant Baykar says it has moved ahead of competitors by unveiling 3 separate kamikaze drone platforms: K2, Sivrisinek, and Mizrak. Each has different specifications, range, and strike capabilities. But analysts say the real breakthrough lies in how they could operate together in coordinated layered attacks. K2 is the largest of the 3. It can carry munitions weighing 200 kilograms, remain airborne for 13 hours, and operate at ranges of up to 2,000 kilometers without relying on satellite navigation systems. It can reportedly estimate its location by visually scanning terrain, conduct precision strikes through satellite data links, and either destroy itself on impact or return for reuse. The second platform, Sivrisinek, meaning Mosquito, was officially introduced last week. It has a range of 1,000 kilometers and can carry a warhead of more than 20 kilograms, making it comparable to Iran's Shahed 131. Experts estimate Sivrisinek could cost as little as $25,000 to $30,000, making it highly expendable and suitable for mass deployment. It is believed to be an updated version of the YIHA-3 drone, jointly developed with Pakistan in 2023. The newest model, Mizrak, was revealed on April 30th. It is seen as Turkey's answer to the Shahed 136. While the Iranian drone has a 2,000-kilometer range and 50-kilogram warhead, Mizrak is reported to offer a 1,000-kilometer range with a 40-kilogram payload. It is believed to be based on the UMTAS anti-tank missile developed by Turkish firm Roketsan. All 3 drones are said to be resistant to electronic warfare, capable of visually locating targets without satellite guidance, and able to strike autonomously using onboard systems and satellite links. Turkish defense expert Hursit Dingil said,
"The Iranian UAV program lacks proven capabilities in AI-based autonomous and network-centric swarm attack skills. Furthermore, the Iranian platforms have problems and limitations regarding communication ranges and satellite communication."
Baykar now plans to integrate all 3 drones into a single coordinated strike package. During a recent demonstration, K2 and Sivrisinek were shown conducting patrol flights together, with smaller Sivrisinek drones swarming beneath K2. Independent defense analyst Yusuf Akbaba said Baykar's platforms can communicate with each other and conduct attacks collectively. He added that the Bayraktar TB2 drone could command all 3 kamikaze systems from a safe distance. One source familiar with the project said Sivrisinek drones could overwhelm enemy air defenses, Mizrak could destroy anti-drone systems, and K2 could then strike remaining strategic targets. Yet experts also warn that proving these AI-led swarm concepts in real combat conditions remains Turkey's biggest challenge. Turkey is making a bold naval statement at a time when global tensions are rising. While much of the world remains focused on the United States' blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, Ankara is quietly pushing ahead with one of its most ambitious military projects yet, the construction of its first national aircraft carrier, the Mugam. Turkey's Naval Forces Commander, Admiral Ercüment Tatlıoğlu, said last week that the carrier is expected to be finished towards the end of next year. That timeline has caused a stir, as it suggests the hull could be completed almost a year earlier than originally planned. The Mugam is set to become the largest warship ever built in Turkey. It is expected to displace 60,000 tons and stretch 285 meters in length. That would make it larger than France's Charles de Gaulle, which has until now been regarded as the Mediterranean's most powerful flagship. The vessel is designed to carry up to 60 aircraft and will feature a short takeoff system. Many in Ankara see the rapid progress as a sign that Turkey is determined to strengthen its deterrence capabilities against rival states. The project was officially launched only in August 2025, with President Recep Tayyip Erdogan personally attending the ceremony. The move comes amid rising tensions between Turkey and Israel. Israeli political figures from both government and opposition have increasingly compared Turkey to Iran. Former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, widely seen as a possible future leader, told a conference in Washington in February that Turkey was the next Iran. Experts say regional alliances are also driving Ankara's naval ambitions. Meysuna Yassar, an academic specializing in Turkish naval power, told Middle East Eye,
"The warming relations between Greek Cyprus and Israel have made this alliance very effective, and their posture is becoming quite aggressive. Turkey is becoming isolated in the eastern Mediterranean, and this aircraft carrier is both an additional capability and a strategic necessity."
Although the idea of a Turkish aircraft carrier dates back to the early 1990s, the project gained momentum after 2017. Earlier plans had relied on the purchase of American F-35 stealth fighters, but Turkey was expelled from that program in 2019. Instead, Ankara now plans to deploy domestically developed platforms on board, including the Kızılelma unmanned fighter jet, the Hurjet light combat aircraft, a possible naval version of the Kaan fifth-generation fighter jet, and the Bayraktar TB3 drone, which is already operating from the TCG Anadolu. Former Turkish ambassador Alper Koskun said the carrier would strengthen Turkey's position within NATO, especially as Washington urges allies to contribute more while hinting at a reduced role in Europe. But he also warned that such projects come at a cost and could fuel new tensions across the region. The Mugam is expected to be fully operational by 2030 and fitted with advanced defensive systems to counter drones and missile threats. Supporters argue it will protect Turkey's growing interests in Libya, Sudan, Somalia, and beyond. Critics say limited financial resources should instead be spent on fighter jets, destroyers, and air defense systems.